Hello and welcome everyone, lovely to have your company. Are you ready for a holiday? Is that a silly question? It probably is actually. Well, I'm assuming the answer is yes, and good, because that's what this show is all about. Welcome to CruiseAway with Derek and Joe, and cruising away is exactly why we're here.
Yes, this is your chance to get on board some stunning luxury cruise trips around the world. And our team at CruiseAway have you covered, negotiating the best prices, inclusions and value, meaning all you have to do is call us and we'll take care of the rest.
Sounds like my kind of holiday. Oh, and there's no booking fee either with us, just brilliant service and the knowledge of over 25 years of bargain hunting, so you don't have to. This time we're browsing through the luxury Celebrity Cruises collection, which means beautiful ships and dreamy escapes.
Yes, wait until you see on board these stunning ships. They're gorgeous. We've got 3 fabulous showcase offers to book now for 2027, heading off to Japan in springtime and heading into autumn. 2 magical times to explore the rich culture, heritage and celebrations.
Yeah, and it's on so many people's bucket list, me included, I have to say.
Yes.
We're also heading to Miami to hook up with the latest celebrity ship, the XL, and that is worth waiting for. But let's head to Japan for the first of 2 incredible dream away trips. This one is 19 nights in all, flying on the 9th of September in 2027 from Sydney to Seoul in South Korea. And let's take a look around with a 3-night city stay for you to enjoy.
Yes, Seoul, what an unusual city to visit before we take our cruise. You don't often see this as a pre-cruise stay. A lovely city of contrasts, ancient palaces sitting right alongside neon streets and cutting-edge design as only you'd expect in South Korea. There's lots of lovely palaces to see as well, and then, you know, street food, abundant shopping. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. Then it's time to cruise on board the Millennium, and you've got all-included cruising again with your classic drinks package and Wi-Fi for 12 nights. 12 nights worth of drinks included, 12 nights worth of Wi-Fi. I mean, that would normally be huge extra fee, and that's all factored into your cruise. So even before you've started, you're not having to pay for many extras. You know, that's the great thing about it. So the Millennium, lovely ship, and it's a mid-range size for Celebrity Cruises. She was revolutionized in 2019 as well, so lots of updates happened. 5-star new luxury, incredible staterooms, high-class design elements all around the ship, and you also have your app, your Celebrity app, which enables you to book excursions and do all kinds of different things with your admin whilst you're on board the ship. So they just make it easy for you in the very best way. A world-class spa, as only you'd expect at sea. Well, I say that, but maybe it's your first cruise, in which case you can expect 6-star quality up in the spa when you're doing a manicure, pedicure, you're having your hair down. You can actually have full cut and color and things like that. There's loads of other additional treatments. Maybe you're going to have a special seaweed wrap to get you ready for formal night. So it's, when you're on a cruise, you really can take time to do these things that maybe at home you just don't get to do, or you get to do once every 6 months. You could be doing that every day. And I know a lot of people that are decompressing and relaxing on a cruise make that part of their routine as well. There's a fully equipped gym and tons of classes on offer for you, alongside lots of day-to-day enrichment activities, whether it be learning how to do a new skill, such as you could honestly be going to do watercolor painting if they have a visiting artist. You might go and do something in the culinary arts center, so you can actually learn to cook a dish with the executive chef. Maybe you're going to be doing a computer class, learning how to use different elements of your iPad that you wouldn't have time to do at home. Lots on offer for you, great entertainment in the theatre too. So we're out of Seoul in Korea, and the first port we're going to be heading into on this itinerary is beautiful Jeju Island after a day at sea. It feels completely different from the mainland of Korea. You've got volcanic landscapes, waterfalls. I mean, it really is a natural paradise. The Seonggun Sunrise Peak and Coastal Scenery Tour would be recommended here. Then it's Nagasaki, and a softer, more European feel thanks to the trading history in this port. Peace Park, the Atomic Bomb Museum and City Highlights is a great tour to do, so you can learn about the history, again the war history with this port. Then it's Kagoshima, and Kagoshima sits right across the bay from Sakurajima, which is one of the most active volcanoes in Japan. You can do the volcano and lava fields scenic drive here, which is fascinating, and you'll get to see the steam rising. Then it's Hiroshima, and Hiroshima is a calm, green, and very moving port, very peaceful port. The Peace Memorial Park and Miyajima Island tour gives you the top sort of hit list of the memorial sites. Then it's Koshi, which is nice and relaxed, slower paced, not too many crowds. So you can stroll the botanical gardens or head up to Koshi Castle and do a spot of shopping whilst you're there. That would be wonderful. Next up, we are into Kyoto, and we've got an overnight on board in Kyoto. So it really does come alive at night. It's such a pretty port. And being there in September too, still, nice warm weather. You've got the Osaka Castle, and perhaps you're going to go to Fushima Inari and Golden Pavilion and see those famous temples whilst you're there. But definitely being there at night is going to be magical. Then it's Shimizu. Now, Shimizu is all about Mount Fuji, and the Mount Fuji and Hakone Scenic Experience takes you into the national park for lakes, ropeways, and on clear days, incredible views of that sacred mountain. Now, we're going to cruise into Tokyo, and we've got a 3-night hotel stay after we disembark in a central Tokyo hotel, which is great. 3 nights you can experience the incredible contrasts of this bustling, vibrant city, ancient temples in Asakusa, futuristic districts like Shinjuku and Shibuya. Are going to be really interesting. Some of the best food on the planet, not just sushi, great steaks, all kinds of cuisines, and also fantastic shopping. It's a different world and you're going to love it. So here's an overview for you. Flying into Seoul for a couple of days there. Then we're off to Jeju in South Korea, some wonderful ports in Japan, including Kagoshima, Hiroshima, Kyoto, Shimizu, and then into Tokyo to finish up with 3 nights before we fly you back to Oz.
And remember, if you were just looking at the footage of Tokyo there and thinking, okay, well, it's all fine and well sending me to a Japanese restaurant, but I just know that the menu will be lots of symbols and houses and squiggles and things. How do I negotiate that? Of course, we live in the age now where our gadgets, you literally point the camera at the menu and it'll translate it there in real time into something you understand. Because you'll want to try it, won't you? You've got to be adventurous while you're on holiday and try some new things. Anyway, listen, aside that, we all want to go to Japan, and this would be a great way of doing it. And this is one of the best deals I think you will ever see for a massive range of places to go and see. In fact, this price looks too good to be true. Take a look. It just looks too good to be true. It is such an epic price tag. I keep looking at it and I keep thinking you're wrong in some way. You can't be right. And it is. I can hardly believe what I am seeing. For a 19-night trip in all, the flights, the inclusive cruise, and 2 city stays, that's just incredible. And that is worth snapping up today. And you can snap it up today as well. So that is your flight from Sydney to Seoul in South Korea, a 3-night hotel stay there in a hotel in the city included, and then Celebrity Millennium for 12 fabulous nights, inclusive cruising, drinks package, Wi-Fi included, as you enjoy one of the richest mixes of ports in both Japan and South Korea, including the overnight in Kyoto for Osaka and the port for Mount Fuji as well. End in the port for Tokyo, and you stay in Tokyo for another 3 nights. That's included as well, and of course your flight back. So get a deposit in today and get this booked, because this will not hang around for long. If you know anything about cruise prices and travel packages, you know that that is gold plated. Grab it quickly with these details. It's so good. The number to call is toll free. It's 1300 411 968. Do not delay. And I'm not telling you, listen, you holiday wherever, however you want to, but if this part of the world has been on your horizon for a long, long time and you still haven't done it, maybe you've been sitting on plans. People do sit on plans for a long, long time. You know, maybe this has been on your list for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, and you've always decided to go, no, we'll just stay close to home. We'll just go over there, or we'll just go here. We'll just stay, local. And I can understand that completely and utterly. But I think more and more people are saying to themselves, right, okay, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Let's make those slightly braver moves, and let's do it at prices that haven't run away. They should have done. I mean, you could spend a lot more money than this going to Japan and doing far less. So while that price is there, I would take advantage of it. Anyway, 1300 411 968 is the number to call right now. We have many offers and packages that take in Japan, but when you've got celebrity cruises as part of that, honestly, you really want to give it your attention, because your time on board is such quality, especially when, you know, when the drinks and Wi-Fi is a great extra to kind of have and not to have to worry about, you know, booking and paying for and all of that kind of stuff. It's great, but the ships themselves, if you never got off the celebrity ship, you would have had an amazing holiday.
Yeah, it's so true, isn't it?
You could stay on for the whole thing, couldn't you?
You really could. I mean, the ship is the destination as much as the destinations are the destinations.
Yeah.
So our next pick from the Celebrity Cruises collection takes us back to Japan on the Celebrity Millennium. And this time, we're here for the famed cherry blossom season. This 16-night trip takes you to the heart of the celebrations, flying on the 23rd of March in 2027 from Sydney to Tokyo to enjoy a 3-night hotel stay. So explore and revel in its blooming beauty. Oh, it's an iconic experience going during cherry blossom season. In fact, there's even a cherry blossom forecast from the Met, which tells you where you're most likely to see the cherry blossoms in the different parts. And of course, Tokyo will just be full of them, hopefully. Then, when we cruise, it's Celebrity Millennium for 12 nights, all included with your drinks and Wi-Fi once again. So this is, you know, your drinks with dinner, your pre-dinner cocktails, throughout the day, if you wanted to grab your bottle of water, your glass of Coke, whatever it might be, you don't have to worry about it, which is great. And of course, all the while enjoying the whole celebrity experience. Being in this part of the world on Celebrity is wonderful, because they will also give you thoughtful pairings with wine and food, depending on the destination. You know, they always like to put a focus on destination immersion on Celebrity Cruises. So that's the Metropolitan Restaurant. As you can see, it's beautiful. They'll have different themed nights. They always have a lobster night when you're on board a cruise ship as well, which is wonderful. And you can, your fresh lobster. It's not something you get very often, is it? It's very expensive back home. So that's an option. And they'll do different themes for you depending. But there's lots of specialty dining options. Tuscan Grill, for example, offers you the best of Italian sushi on 5, which again, pairing this with the destination will be a great way of enjoying it on board. La Petite Chef as well, that's a great experience too. Let's talk about the app, because this is a great way of organising your cruise. The Celebrity Cruises app, free for everyone to use on board. So of course you have your Wi-Fi anyway, but you've got your daily planner, you can see menus and book dining, and you can see interactive maps of the ship too. So you can use the chat function to message your party and view the professional photos taken of you in the gallery and view your account. And by the way, they will have lots of photographers around the ship every night, but particularly on formal night, this is when they get all the best backdrops out. So you can go and get yourself a photo package at the end of your cruise. They usually do a best of highlights video as well. They'll be filming the activities around the ship, and that's a nice cruise keepsake. Talking of cruise keepsakes, shopping. Yes, shopping. Amazing shops in the atrium. You can shop for diamonds, you can shop for fine watches, you can shop for knickknacks and souvenirs with the Celebrity branding whilst you're on board. And of course, it's tax and duty free when you're in this part of the world as well. So we are cruising out of the port for Tokyo, and a day at sea will see us into Kyoto, first of all, for an overnight on board. You can catch Kyoto at its quietest at night. Beyond the temples, there's back streets where wooden tea houses still close their doors with paper screens at dusk. And you can actually do a traditional tea experience if you book that up with the team on board as well. I think that would be wonderful. Or sake tasting, that would be great. Then it's Kochi, and feels almost frozen in time Kochi. It's known for its Sunday market, and it stretches over 1 kilometre. It's been running for centuries. But other days of the week, though, you will find markets too. And the Kochi Castle is a lovely place to see views of this area. Then it's Busan, which has a raw coastal energy. You can see the coastline's quite rugged, and you're there in springtime, so it will be just starting to open up. Neon fish markets, clifftop temples, and the Gamcheon Culture Village is really interesting to visit. Then it's Nagasaki, layered and quietly fascinating history in this port. Long before modern Japan opened up, it was the only international port. So you did do the celebrity Dijama Island and hidden trading quarters to learn about that. Kagashima's next, and you know, it happens. Everything happens here under the shadow of the active volcano. So the sand bath and hot springs are great to visit. So Japan's very geothermal, so it's a great thing to do when you're there. Then it's Shimizu, another grand volcano with imposing views. This port, by the way, has some of Japan's best tuna, landed fresh each morning. The Mount Fuji views and local seafood market will allow you to learn about that. Then we're back into the port for Tokyo with an overnight on board, which is great. So you get to enjoy a final stop off in you know, Tokyo or Yokohama, so because you'll be docked there, and the port city of Yokohama is very sweet, but it's only a half an hour trip on the bullet train to into Tokyo if you want to go there for the night. So we're going to include your transfer to the airport, where we will fly you back to Australia. So here's an overview for you: flying into Tokyo, enjoying some days in Tokyo before we head off around beautiful Japan and Korea, into Kyoto, Kochi, Busan, Nagasaki, Kagoshima, of course some days at sea in there too, before finishing up in Yokohama with the overnight on board.
Do you know where my head is? In the sand bath.
Ooh,
in Kagoshima. That sounds lovely, doesn't it?
Yes.
A sand bath. Now that's a thing to do on holiday, isn't it? That's a memory to bring back with you. That's a picture that you would want to see, you know, up on your wall for the rest of your life. And that's the thing, isn't it? Because a holiday like this is not just about the prospect of doing it. It's the experience that you enjoy while you're on it, and then it's all the memories that you have to look back on as well. I think that I can see that picture of me in the sand bath on the beach there forever. This, I have to tell you, is one of the most popular times to come and join the celebrations of the blooms and the festivals in Japan. Of course, it's when everything is coming out into full bloom. So you would expect that the price tag of this would be markedly different to the offer we just showed you, which was in September. You would think $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per person higher. But look at this, because it's the same kind of package, but look at that. And this is cherry blossom season price. So this is exceptional pricing for this time of the year, because this is when everyone comes in to visit. This is where all of the flower festivals are. You might be there in that moment where you can be with your umbrella with the petals raining down on you. It's incredible, but it also can be very, very costly to be in Japan at this time of the year. I think you agree. We've topped that, no problem there whatsoever. On board with Celebrity, of course, you enjoy all the relaxation between the ports, the fine food, the service, the wonderful spa, and the lovely range of entertainment on board. And the ships are just sheer beauty. You've got your drinks package included, you've got Wi-Fi included as part of your CruiseAway package. So this price tag is your flight to Tokyo with a 3-night hotel stay there, and then 12 nights of that Celebrity Millennium 5-star cruising with your drinks and Wi-Fi, going through incredible ports and cities in Japan. Nice and relaxed for you, full of exciting excursion ideas available from Celebrity that you can treat yourselves to along the way. Cruise ends with the overnight in the port city for Tokyo, Yokohama, so another chance to go in if you want to. And we've also included a transfer from the end of the cruise at the port to the airport to then fly home to Oz. We've kind of made it so simple. All you need to do is to call us with a deposit and get it booked. Here's the details. I made that sound so simple, and actually it is that simple. It really is. It's one phone call, it's a conversation with one of our amazing team, and bear in mind that here at CruiseAway, as the name suggests, cruise is what we specialise in. It's by no means not the only thing that we do. We hook up with the airlines and the hotel brands and tour operators around the world to build these wonderful packages, of course, but our speciality is cruise. And remember, because we're booking cruise experiences on behalf of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people as a worldwide company every single year, that negotiating power really works in your favour, because we can achieve discounts that, you know, you and I as individuals could not do. So take advantage of that, because we're not going to charge you $1,000 as a booking fee each for doing that. It's part of the service here at CruiseAway. And it's time now to move on to our final Celebrity Cruises collection opportunity. And it's a premiere here at CruiseAway. It's your chance to take an Atlantic symphony from the cool and vibrant Miami to the dreamy sights of the magical Mediterranean, with stays, flights and the cruise all included. And your 21-night trip starts on the 9th of April in 2027, flying from Sydney to the beaches and cityscape of Miami. Ah, what a beautiful place.
Look.
I have just spent some time there myself. Oh, look, there's me.
I love it.
I've just been there for you, just to see how wonderful it is. You've got 2 nights in a hotel there to enjoy. And honestly, you will find Miami just so charming. Wander along Ocean Drive and there are so many pinch me moments, honestly. Incredible. It's a lovely place to be. It's a very varied city and there's so much to enjoy.
You match with the walls. I love it. Then it's time to cruise on board Celebrity XL for 50 nights, all included cruising with drinks and Wi-Fi packed into your cruise fare already. Oh, this is so exciting. This is 5th in Edge class. It is the latest, most exciting vessel, just launched. I mean, you cannot get better than the newest ship in the fleet, can you? So, I mean, this is going to be extraordinary. If you've been on board any other Edge class, expect even more additions to this beautiful ship. You know, a brand new 3-level multi-sensory space, which replaces Eden on the other class of ships, which is great. The rooftop garden with fresh plants and artwork, little infinity pools dotted around the around the area as well. It's going to be just fantastic. Cabanas. In fact, you can even have a massage in a cabana if you want to, or head up to the spa, which is, I mean, literally, the spa, it has to have one of the most extensive menus I've ever seen at sea, and it's so spacious as well. And you can go and enjoy up there in the thermal suite. You can get a thermal suite pass and just enjoy that relaxing experience after you've been perhaps sightseeing during the day. You know, coming back and going to the thermal suite would be great. Now, you'll expect lots of new restaurant options as well. The Mosaic restaurant at the Bazaar, where you'll find that chefs put their spin on all your destination signature dishes and deliver the world right to your table. So it's a very much a destination immersion experience, that one. The Celebrity Pool Club as well, which we just saw, and incredible, with much more than ever before. Personalised service, more lounging, live music, poptails, pool games and more. And this is a pool area with a rooftop vibe and shared cabanas. Oh yes, just so incredible. You've even got a pool valet who gives you chilled towels and sunscreen. And you know, we're cruising out of Miami, and we're going to be hopping across the pond for a few days at sea before we arrive in Lisbon in Portugal. And you know, built on 7 hills, this is where you get incredible surprise viewpoints. The Alfama Walk and Historic Tram Ride Tour would be a great one to do here, winding through tiled alleyways and hidden courtyards. Then it's Cadiz, and Cadiz feels almost Caribbean in some ways. You've got lots of lovely palm trees, and it feels quite tropical actually, wrapped by ocean and that lovely salty air. But not too far away is Seville with its amazing Alcazar and orange tree lined streets. Then Tangier awaits, sitting right at the meeting point of the continents here, sort of Africa and Europe. You can feel it in the atmosphere for sure. The Casper, Medina and Caves of Hercules tour blends winding souks and hilltop views together. Then Malaga in beautiful Andalusia awaits. It's far more than a beach stop though. It's actually one of the oldest cities in Europe, Malaga. And the Alcazaba fortress and hidden old town explores Moorish ramparts and shaded plaza if you would like to book that tour. Speak to the team. Cartagena in Spain is next up, and it's known for its Roman ruins tucked beneath the modern streets. The archaeological walk with a seasoned guide will take you through this site and many more on offer. Then Palma de Mallorca, and this will be a nice relaxing day, whether you want to head to the beach over in Puerto Sayer or just have a cocktail right there on the harbour. It's a charming island and also offers a lovely downtown area with a great cathedral. So we are cruising into Barcelona, and you'll disembark. You can have 3 nights in the Catalonian capital to finish up your adventure. in springtime it'll be nice and vibrant, and always, Spain boasts really nice weather most of the year round. Whether you are exploring Parque Güell up in the mountains, which is one of Gaudi's show-stopping pieces of architecture, or the Sagrada Familia, you will love this city so much. It's impossible not to. It's one of the most charming cities on earth. Great shopping too, and a beach. You've got it all in Barcelona. So we are flying into Miami. We are heading across the pond before we do some great ports in Europe and Africa, before finishing up in Barcelona, and then we're going to fly you back to Oz.
It's just got so much going for it, this as well. It really has. I mean, I love the end-to-end stays as well. It's really, really lovely. All the flights are covered in this deal for you as well. I can't wait to show you what we've managed to negotiate as the price tag for this one, given that you are inclusive cruising between those two stays in Miami and Barcelona. So let's get it straight on your screen, I think, because this is for 2027 as well. So we are advanced planning right now, but all you need today is a deposit to lock in that price tag. I mean, how good is that? And of course, remember, you can always play around with our packages with the stay lengths and things like that. But as it is, you're flying over to Miami, so that flight's included. 2-night hotel stay there, and then 15 nights on the very latest celebrity ship, the XL. A cruise across the pond, around the Med, with drinks and gratuities included, ending in stunning Barcelona with a 3-night hotel stay there for you, which is incredible, before your flight back to Oz. All of that in there. I mean, if you think of the caliber, well, you don't even need to think of the caliber. We have just seen on board Celebrity XL, and she's only just recently launched. The first few cruises have only just happened, and people who have been on those have said, wow, because this is completely different. I know this is Edge class, but this is completely different to every one of the other of the Edge class ships. Here's the details that you need to get yourself booked with a deposit today. It is so good, because Celebrity XL actually was designed by Celebrity, but also in collaboration with their guests who cruise all the time. And actually, this was a very conscious decision by Celebrity to bring the destinations on board as well. So the big bazaar area, which is brand new on only Celebrity XL, is bringing shopping and cuisine and festivals of the parts of the world that you are going to on board the ship, which is, something major. And if you've loved any of the other Edge class ships, this you will love, because it's all of the essential charm of the Edge class, but with something new and exciting to offer as well. So listen, if you like the idea of that, and I certainly do, you saw pictures of me there in Miami and I had the greatest time. I would go again tomorrow in a heartbeat. Then just go for it, because it is wonderful, and we only get kind of one chance, don't we, really, to do all of these different things. So I think in terms of travel and holiday, let's go to as many different places as we possibly can.
That's why a cruise is so fantastic. When you think about the different amount of countries you can visit in just one itinerary.
Yeah.
Especially coming from Oz, going to Europe and doing a cruise just really enables us to knock off a lot of them on our bucket list all at once.
Absolutely. Well, listen, our time's up for this show, but come back and see us again. We've got many more shows on our YouTube channel as well. Just search for CruiseAway. But come back and see us again, because we cruise away every day. See you later.
See you soon.